All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got to talk about a story out of Eugene, Oregon, where a teacher at a health class at Winston Churchill High School gave an assignment to his students telling them to list their sexual fantasies. If you've been rocking with me on this channel for a while now, you know that this isn't the first school board video I've done. I'm very much against this type of stuff. I don't think teachers and students should be, speaking about sex and sexualized things. It's very weird to me. Now, I do understand that this is a health class, so this is the one class where you actually will have a teacher talking about sex and sexual topics with students. But this father right here addressing the school board was pissed. I would have been, and I'm sure many of you would have been as well when you see and hear the contents of what this assignment was, which was given to his daughter. The three main things we'll be focused on in this video is the teacher, the assignment, and the curriculum. After this video right here, there's another video I got to show you guys and an article that we got to read. But with all that out the way, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we watching. Now let's roll this.
If you know me, so I am here to discuss this atrocity of assignments. I want to first say you're a liar. It's not a rumor. I have the proof right here in my phone of the with whom would you do it with? And my daughter specifically stated that the teacher put up a wheel on the class board and it stated anal penetration, oral sex, licking of ear, kissing, and he wanted them to write down the initials of a boy or girl that they would do these activities with. Now, I don't know what's worse, wanting to know my child's sexual fantasy or who they're going to have anal penetration and oral sex with. What is he gaining from this? What do you gain from this information? Why has my daughter that naively did the assignment? Because she's scared. She wants to get good grades. She wants to be, get her license. She has to get good grades. And so she does this assignment. Where's the assignment? Why hasn't she had it turned back to her with her grade on it? What is he doing with it? Is this for his spank bank? Is he literally using this for his sexual deviant? These are questions that need to be answered. He sexually abused every single child in that classroom. You look up the definition. I gave you the paper for the definition of verbal sexual abuse. Now, sexual abuse is sexual abuse. So where's the criminal charges? Why is he still teaching? Is it because he's the football coach and Churchill's doing good? Don't want to lose that hype? Because football doesn't matter when it comes to our children, okay? This sexual deviant needs to be removed. If you do not remove him, I am giving you my word today that tomorrow morning I will go down to the county clerk's office and I will file for the removal of every single one of you. Yeah.
All right, guys, so you saw that. Like I said, this father was pissed, but you can't blame him. Any father would be angry. Any father would be mad if he found out his daughter had to write down her sexual fantasies for their health teacher. So this is the assignment here, titled Fantasy Story. For those students who are absent, you will write a short story of a paragraph or two. This story is a sexual fantasy that will have no penetration of any kind or oral sex, no way of passing an STI. You will choose 3 items: romantic, music, candles, massage oils, feather boa, flavored syrup, etc. Your story should show that you can show and receive loving physical affection without having sex. I was in high school once, all right? I'm not naive enough to think that kids in high school aren't thinking about such things. But this is not a teacher's business. This is not a teacher's information. And schools should not be handing out assignments like this to kids. For me, there's a disconnect as to why or how this assignment was deemed okay and necessary for kids to hand in to their teachers, even at the high school level. Teaching students in health class about reproductive organs, maybe sexually transmitted diseases. Okay, I get it. But once you get into fantasies, then that's where things really get weird. So that was video 1 of the angry dad vowing that if the school board didn't do something about that, then he would. Now let's get into video number 2.
Emily Ashton is a senior who has the health teacher in question, Kirk Miller, for a strength and conditioning class. She wants to make it known the assignment is just one of the concerns her classmates have.
I have heard from multiple female students as well as seen it myself. He stares, he winks, he touches them to fix their form. People, you are all saying that it is the curriculum, but it is clearly the teacher if it's happening in more than just his health class.
Ashton tells me a number of students don't even want to go to class because they feel so uncomfortable.
Like, if people aren't comfortable with a teacher, how do you expect them to go to his class? Like, they're not going to. I haven't been to his class since the stuff came out, and I'm not going to. Like, it's that simple. And it's also just like, no one feels like they can report it because the school isn't listening.
The school sent an email to parents last Thursday to make them aware they would be reviewing the curriculum. But there haven't been any updates since regarding the assignment or the teacher. Miller is the head football coach at Churchill, and the Lancers athletic director said in a phone call that no changes are being made at this time. Reporting in Eugene, Joey Vaca, KEZI 9 News.
All right, so you guys seen that as well. I want to give you all as much info as I can so that we can, get the overall scope of what's going on here. Because like I said in the beginning, there is the assignment, which was very weird, but the assignment ties to the curriculum. And then there's the teacher himself, who some students have, like the student we just heard, some students don't feel comfortable going to his class. They say he stares. They say he looks at them weird. I don't know about you guys, but when I was in high school, I never had to take another sex education or health class, and there were never any assignments where I had to write down a sexual fantasy. As of now, if I'm not mistaken, the teacher has been put on administrative leave so that they can further investigate the situation. The teacher very well could be a weirdo, but it's hard to tell if he went off script from the curriculum or if he was just following the curriculum. And you'll know what I'm talking about when I show you guys the curriculum itself. So let's take a look at it. Eugene 4J teacher put on leave, investigation launched after sexual fantasy assignment. I'm gonna go down right here. The assignment was part of the OWL Our Whole Lives health curriculum, a state approved program 4J implemented in 2018. Miller will remain on paid administrative leave while the investigation is ongoing. What is OWL? OWL is a sexual education curricula intended to provide comprehensive fact-based sexual and health education. The program is age-based and offers interactive workshops and activities on a variety of topics including sexuality, sensuality, self-worth, relationships, gender identity and expression, body boundaries, sexual health, and reproduction. OWL was developed by the Unitarian Universalist Association and the United Church of Christ in the 90s. But its program is not specifically faith-based. It first sparked because the idea promoted by some churches of focusing on abstinence-only education was deemed insufficient by its creators. Our curriculum is featured in a series of 7 textbooks split from grades K through 1, 4 through 6, 7 through 9, and 10 through 12. Young adults, adults, and older adults. The assignment from Churchill High was part of the OWL book for grades 10 through 12. Other topics for grades 10 through 12 include sexual functioning, reproductive and sexual health care, STDs, contraception, gender roles, defining intimacy, masturbation, myths and facts, abortion, new reproductive choices, date rape, and gender equity. All right, guys, so you heard that right there. This, for me, makes it difficult to solely blame the teacher. I hear what the students are saying about this teacher being, a bit weird, a bit suspect, a little bit creepy looking at them and everything. But, that's something I can't really speak on because I'm not at the school. I don't see the way he looks at kids. Only they could talk about that. But the curriculum has, problematic assignments in it. A curriculum like this is bound to run into problems when you're talking about intimacy, masturbation, date rape, gender equity. I don't even know what that means. Gender roles. It's like, do you want teachers talking to your kids about all of this stuff? And it's not like they have some qualified person. I wouldn't even want a quote unquote qualified person talking to my kids about stuff like this. But it's a football coach. So yeah, guys, where I land on this, I think that assignment needs to be thrown out. Why are kids telling their sexual fantasies to an adult teacher? It just doesn't make any sense. But a part of me also feels like this guy was set up for failure if this was a part of the curriculum in which he had to cover no matter what. Now, in the first video we watched, the father did mention that there were things on the board which were sexually explicit that went out of bounds of the context of this assignment, which if that's the case, then yes, the teacher is 100% to blame. If he's writing that type of stuff on the board, it didn't have nothing to do with the assignment. But we got to see how all of this plays out, you guys. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought about the curriculum, the teacher, everything. I hope I gave you guys enough facts on this. But with all that being said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.